And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
All right, that was a brand spanking new track by Fool's Brew. That was Ghost Riders that opened the show. That's off their upcoming EP, New Machine, that comes out November 10th. It's not even out yet.
This Saturday.
And check out the hilarious, and Morgan tells me, well-made. I actually watched the video the other day.
It's
it was
great.
Pretty awesome.
It's hilarious. I really like it.
Music video up on the band's YouTube page, right meow. And then you can also, the other song we played was Tonzin's Left Swipe. And Morgan tells me there's still time to buy tickets off the band to see them play Sunday, 11/11 this Sunday, at Bottom Lounge with Contra, Raven Black, Ginger, and Devil Driver. Also check out the band's music video for the song on
We
YouTube.
bought tickets off of Tonzin for that show. It was hard to choose. I didn't buy my ticket. My friend did. But I will be there on Sunday. See you there.
Morgan will be starting the pit during every single song.
Nope.
Charlie will be there too, starting the pit.
Have you seen a Devil Driver
probably
pit?
not.
Nope, not doing that shit. I'd die.
Anyway, I'm Luke Blaze with Morgan Danielle. Sitting next to me is Charlie the Chuckle Factory.
What's going on?
Chuckle for us, Charlie.
we are on with tonight for the first time, Zaius. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves, what you do in the band, and who's missing tonight?
Ian's missing tonight. He would be our other guitarist. And with that being said, I'm Mike. I'm drummer for Zaius. I hit the skins.
I'm Jeremy. I play bass guitar.
I'm Dan. I play guitar.
And who does vocals?
Jeremy.
Yes, I do.
Jeremy does talking duties.
I whisper.
You whisper.
Yes.
He sings in a monotone voice.
He's the
like
audience
he's just
whisperer.
talking, and then his main lyrics is, "How's everybody doing tonight?"
Yeah, that's my main move.
Your go-to?
Yeah.
That's my go-to. How's everybody feeling?
That's a good
Yeah, he's
go-to.
got to bring that back.
But like monotone, like, hey guys.
I mean,
how's
somebody's got to set the tone, get the audience in the mood.
doing
Sometimes
tonight?
monotone just makes the ladies wet,
Yeah. Like
Get
me.
me wet over here.
Yeah, I know.
or the dudes, whatever your preference is. What are you going for, Jeremy?
Well, I'm married to a woman, so
Dudes, he's taken. Back off, Jeremy now.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, the
Well-
almighty Zaius.
Give us the backstory. How you guys? Well, first how we all met, became Zaius. How we came up with the band name Zaius.
well, that's
You wanna
before my time. One of you two.
You want to do the
I
name
came
of
last.
Zaius first, or what?
Yeah, I mean, we had 3 songs written pretty much, and we had a show booked. Ian was actually moving out of town, so we are just playing a show just to play live for the first time, and the promoter kept asking us a band name, and he kept bugging us, and finally, I think we were watching The Simpsons.
Yeah.
It was just a clip from The Simpsons, the
It's the
Dr. Zaius, the musical.
yeah, we're
Dr. Zaius. Yeah,
Troy
Mc-
McClure was like the lead actor in that musical.
Yeah, and so, I don't know, we all thought it was funny, and we flung him the name Zaius, so it kind of stuck. We didn't think we were going to be a band, actually, past that, so,
Yeah.
yeah. Ian moved to L.A., right? That's when he
for
moved
like
to
a
L.A.,
year,
yeah. So, but
The
he
acting
came back.
career
and-
never took off.
Yeah, I
Hey,
guess
you know what?
not.
He wasn't doing it for the career. I think he just needed a breath of fresh air. Get away from this cold bullshit.
Yeah, he had a friend that moved down there, and, he went and hung out with him, and, decided he didn't like it, I guess.
Just came on back.
Mhm.
So we're like, fuck it.
And we got the band back together.
Yeah.
Getting the band back together.
Yep.
We all initially
Zaius.
started like Dan's my cousin, so I've been playing with him since I was like 13 years old, even earlier than that. And then Jeremy and I used to be in a band called Society's Own, and then Ian, Jeremy, and myself all kind of played in bands with each other on the same shows. Ian was with Poison for Profit back in the day.
Whoa. Hold on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have your CD still at home.
You have
the one
that?
that's in the cardboard slip. So funny
Poison
about
the Profit one?
Poison for Profit.
Yeah.
Luco should know this
I have that too.
because you guys played a show with our friends. They were going by Angel Fire back then.
Well, if it's Poison for Profit, Jeremy and I were in a
That
part
was
of
Ian's
yeah.
band.
We were in a
That's crazy.
Funny stories. I tried out for that band, and
Lost out to Ian.
yeah, and then Ian got the position over me.
But
Rightly so.
Yeah, he's a better guitar player.
Society's Own, which was Jeremy and my.
And do you guys put out CDs? I think I have a Society's Own
Yeah, we
CD.
did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. We put out a few EPs.
I think
You
I
should have
have
brought these
3.
things to be signed.
am I supposed
what the
to know?
fuck is wrong with us?
Yeah, they were a
I
good
think
band.
I have a Society's Own
From now on, if a band wants to come on our show, we need the whole list
Give
of
me all
what
the
bands
old
you were in.
bands
So
you were
in
in,
case we
so I
have
might
old
have your
merch,
stuff.
I need an autograph.
Yeah, that's great.
Damn it.
But we used to play together, and then one day, out of nowhere, I literally hit up Ian like in 2011 or something. And I was like, "Hey, man, I know I haven't talked to you in like 8 years, but do you wanna join? Do something?" He was like, "Cool, let's do it." And then obviously Jeremy and Dan over here, they were all a part of it, and we just started.
I was definitely the last one to
Rock
come
and roll.
along.
Yeah,
when
actually,
when I got called.
yeah,
You're always an
we all work
afterthought.
together. We're all painters, and Jeremy was working with me and Mike, and we're like, "Hey, Jeremy, actually, you play the bass. Why don't you
Yeah.
come over?" And
Yeah.
I
we
think it
forgot
was like
how
you-
good of a bass Jeremy.
You guys didn't want to
Bass
be a
player
metal
was.
band. I feel like.
No.
They're like, oh sure,
Nah,
Jeremy,
yeah.
he can't play metal. He'll be in the band.
yeah, actually, we weren't supposed to be a metal a band at all.
Yeah.
We were trying to be a not metal band, but still, like,
What were
Yeah.
you trying to go for?
whatever. I
Grunge?
mean,
actually, it was like, hey, something more like Circus Survive or
Yeah.
Minus the Bear or
Yeah.
something, something just catchy
really, like,
and
chill,
rock. Yeah,
kind of like beach party
trippy,
type
use
of
the
music,
delay
you know?
pedal, mess around a little. We weren't even going to be an instrumental band. It just kind of happened that way.
Yeah.
We had a vocalist, but I guess by the time song structure came and it was time to do vocals, he was moving away and stuff, and it just never happened, and we just stuck with an instrumental band.
So
Yeah.
when you said Jeremy does vocals, he just talks in the middle of songs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah, I just have the talking duties.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
You just
gotcha.
ask how everybody's doing.
Which is
None of
how
us
is everybody
wanna do
doing
it.
tonight?
Yeah.
He's your hype man.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I got you.
Riles them up.
Yep.
So growing up, what were some of your guys' influences that you were listening to that got you into playing the instruments that you're doing now? And do you play any other instruments?
Well, I'll go first. I play bass because of my friend Steve, who is in Gorfinage. He plays drums in Gorfinage, and when we were really young, like diapers pretty much, well, once we were out of diapers and got to play instruments, it's pretty much like I'll play bass, Steve plays drums, and his brother would play guitar, and we'll pretend, we'll be our favorite players from Led Zeppelin or something, so, and I just ended up playing bass. So that's how I played bass, so.
I'm a third generation drummer in my family, so my grandfather and my father were both drummers, and so naturally it's kind of in my blood. But I originally started playing the piano first. I was fortunate enough to have like literally a real ass baby grand piano in the house. So as like a fucking 8-year-old, how is it? It's fucking hard to keep your hands off of something like that. So. I had some guidelines and started off with that, and actually kind of a little side story on how I got into drums is he actually came over with his mom because his mom and my dad are brother and sister.
Yeah.
They came over for a family party. He brought his guitar.
You're pointing at Dan this whole
Yes,
time.
I was
Sorry,
gonna say,
pardon me,
pointing at
sorry.
Dan.
For everyone watching.
Yeah, this is not
Watching at
TV.
home.
Yeah.
But my brother was playing the drums, Dan was playing the guitar, and I was playing the piano, and I just felt like such a odd man out. And since I'm the older brother, I kicked my brother off the drums, and I started playing
Get
the
out of
drums
there, Tim.
with Dan, and it just stuck ever since. Couldn't stop playing them.
Yeah, his dad would actually sit there and like kind of coach us along to jam together. It was fun times.
Yeah, it was a
Family
good time,
parties
yeah.
were always cool.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And Dan, what got you playing guitar?
Me actually wanted to play the drums when I was a kid, but my dad probably thought that was too loud and bought me a crappy acoustic guitar.
Expensive.
And then I started to kind of learn on that and kind of like more serious lessons, but I never took the theory too well. And then one day the teacher was like, "Hey, you want to learn songs?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I was learning mostly like old like 90s grunge songs. Like I loved Soundgarden and Stone Temple Pilots and Nirvana, stuff like that. So it's kind of the stuff I learned on, and eventually got into metal and stuff, and started jamming with Mike to metal. We started, I'd learned Metallica songs and
teach me
Pantera
Metallica
songs.
on the drums, actually.
Yeah, he's such a good drummer now, but I used to have to get behind the drum set to show
have
him
to
like
show
a
me.
seek and destroy beat. It's
Yeah.
just dun-gun-da, dun-ga, dun-ga. And he's like, oh, okay, and I get back behind my guitar, like, all right.
Yeah.
But, just kind of took it from there. And, Mike joined some bands because he was a very valuable commodity. He was a drummer. So, and then
Guess it's hard to find
yeah,
drummers.
Started metal
is.
bands, and me and him always jammed like throughout, and we were in a band together. Even me and Mike, like a metal band for a little bit. Didn't really go too far, but
I preferred the name Kilmer for that band.
yeah, it would have been
Kilmer.
a cool.
Yeah, as in Val Kilmer, but just
Yeah.
Kilmer.
I
Our
like
first
it.
show, we actually went as Kilmer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
Kilmer.
Trieste, right? You're talking
Yeah.
about.
It was called
Not-
Trieste in the end.
Yeah, played a few
Band
shows.
in the Kilmers. You all dressed as
Yeah,
band?
Val and the Kilmers.
Yeah, we love
Val
that.
and the Kilmer.
That would've
Charlie
been
and the
best.
Sheens
yeah,
was an
Charlie
option,
and the Sheens was a good one, too.
I love it.
That was a good one.
That's great. What do you think of the Oakley Dokleys? Have you seen those guys?
Oh, yeah, those guys are crazy. I was actually really jealous that they came up with that name.
And they all dress like Ned. It's crazy.
It's,
Yeah.
it's fantastic, actually.
Brutal.
Wish I could grow a
They're supposed to be
mustache.
like a comedy,
Comedy band.
basically.
A comedy version of a
A
metal
comedy-
band, but they're like really brutal
Yeah, they're
grindcore.
legit. They're legit,
Yeah.
They're
though.
just-
Yeah,
like,
they
they're-
slam
Are they
pretty
any
They
hard.
all
good?
dress like Ned Flanders, but they do grindcore, and it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
They're like Ned Flanders with his shirt off.
They are.
They're ripped all
yeah.
Stupid, sexy Flanders.
Ridiculous.
When I saw the video of White Wine Spitzer, I was like, what the hell is this?
pure gold.
Pure gold.
Let's talk a little bit. You guys had recently of Adoration come out, and this was released on Prosthetic Records, correct?
Yes.
Prosthetic.
Prosthetic. I'm a little drunk, so if I said that wrong,
No
my
problem.
English
Okay, it's
sucks.
even
but
better. It sounds
that's
better.
yeah, that's what I came up with. So when did you guys first meet reps with Prosthetic Record? How did that relationship happen?
Dan, you go ahead and take care of that. whirlwind.
That kind of happened. We've been doing the band thing for a while, and we're thinking about doing another 3-song EP. We already had 2 of them, but I was just thinking, let's do a full length instead, and maybe we can shop around, get a label to take us on, even distribute our music at least. And I was talking to Stavros from Atlas Moth, just telling him. Literally, the text was, hey, before I go into full dad mode, I thought I'd give this one more shot. I was shopping around for labels. That's all I was just telling him, just in conversation. He's like, hey, you know what? We just signed to Prosthetic Records. Let me hit up our A&R rep. And literally 10 minutes later, he sent me a screenshot of the text with the A&R rep. It was just him saying, hey, check these guys out, and him texting back, oh, EJ, who's the owner, already knows these guys, sign them.
Wow.
It was like that quick. And I was
Damn.
like, oh,
That's
cool.
pretty
Well, that was
awesome.
easy. I didn't have to look hard at all. So, yeah, we met our A&R rep, his name's Steve Joe.
Superhero.
Awesome.
Super nice guy.
Yeah,
He's
he's
just
a
a
shit.
really just normal, humble guy, just a music fan that wants to help people. And, I talked to him on the phone and everything, and it was nice, easy conversation. And, we all met him for lunch and everything. He gave us the whole rundown of what it is and, they'll help us get our records out and this and that. And, everything went from there. We recorded our record. They put it out for us. They handled, all the PR stuff and getting the records out. And, made it a lot easier on us and
A hell of a
than
lot
if we
easier.
did it ourselves. Cause
Yeah, we're dads.
Yeah, we're a mess with that stuff.
Yeah.
So, they helped us figure it all out.
Yeah.
So where did you guys record the CD at?
We recorded with Ian's good friend Jeff. We recorded. It was actually his friend's home studio in Plainfield.
Yeah.
So we did everything over there, kind of with our own free time. With our work schedules, everything. We go
It
there
would
on weekends.
Literally be, all right, I'm getting off of work at 2:30. Hey, I'll be up there at 3:30 to go
Yeah,
do this. And then
we'd
we'd
go
be
there at
until
night.
like 9:30, and then go home and do it all over again.
Yeah. So it took a while because the guitars. There's a lot of layers and stuff. But yeah, it took probably a couple of months of going there nights and weekends. Once we got that all sorted out, we sent it over to Chris Common, who's in Texas, and he mixed and mastered everything and did a really great job. He did it
He did
analog.
editing too, as well.
Yeah, he did like some drum editing and stuff. He mixes everything analog, so it's kind of a grueling process because he could only do one song at a time because he puts it on the board. It's on an analog mixing board. So once the sliders are in position, is this it, Dan? I'm taking the song off. This is it. Takes it off, and the sliders are completely different. That's it.
Yeah.
So we do like a song a day with them. So
those conversations were ridiculous.
yeah, committing to those songs.
I
is
would
tough.
be in the middle of work. He'd get a phone call from Chris Commons at 8:30 in the morning. He'd call me. I'd be in the middle of doing whatever I'm doing. He's like, all right, I'm going to send you over this track really quick. You got to listen to this track. Give me a call back. Tell me if there's any issues. I'm like, okay.
6:30 in the morning.
Oh, that guy's a
Dude,
workhorse.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That guy wakes up at 7 in the morning, drinks his
Savior.
coffee, and he's like, "Did you see your email yet?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dude,
He's a go-getter, man. It was
trying
awesome.
to work here, you know." And I'd be popping in my truck, throwing it down, taking any notes I had to. But
very grueling, but worth it.
yeah, it turned out really great.
Yeah.
I mean, he did an awesome job, and yeah, we owe a lot to both of those guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
The patience with us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's play a song off Adoration to introduce the world to Zaius. What's the first track that you would like to play tonight?
Preferable. I always say, well, Ian might not be happy. I like Reformer. I think that should have been the start of our whole entire
Yeah, it's a
album.
good song.
I like Reformer.
I like Reformer. I
Reformer's
think
a
that's
great-
probably our best mixed song, in my opinion. It turned out so great.
Yeah, Reformer's my favorite.
All right. Well, we'll take a listen to that, and then when we get back in, we'll talk more about what the song is about. Here,
What
we-
instrumentally it's
Excellent.
about.
Yeah,
Right on.
inspirationally
Cool.
What are the
about.
lyrics about?
Yeah. Here we go.
Honestly, I don't even know, man.
we are back. Just like that with the ding of the phones going off. Yeah. That is the signal that we're good to go. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, chuckling Charlie, the factory of chuckles over there.
The factory of chuckles.
We are here hanging out once again with Zaius, our friends for the evening. That was the first track that they wanted to play off of Adoration, and that was Reformer. And speaking of Reformer, you guys had a pretty tasty burger and mac and cheese available at Kuma's for not too long ago, back in August, which I had the mac and cheese. Luco had the burger.
Right on. What'd you guys think?
Delicious.
Same.
Very
Yeah,
awesome.
it was good stuff.
I've never gotten anything that wasn't good from.
Of course. Kuma's is
they're
the shit, man.
culinary geniuses over
They
there.
really
yeah,
are.
they
Even
really
when
are.
it's like a pineapple ring with mustard, you're like, what?
Yeah.
And you get it, you're like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, before us, there was one with like peanut butter and God
Right.
knows what. It just
Yeah, there was
looked
like a
so
s'more.
disgusting, but I heard it was really good. Yeah, s'mores and peanut butter.
The
yeah.
Zaius burger. What
So-
was on that again?
It was a smoked pork chop.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, wasabi,
Yeah.
Bacon,
coleslaw.
wasabi, coleslaw.
We've
Spicy mustard.
yeah.
We've been there quite a few times, but when Morgan was like, hey, this band is coming on to the show.
I
and
told
a
him we
couple
had to
months,
do
you have-
research.
You have to eat.
And it included food.
Right on.
Yeah.
And of course, that means Luco's all for it because
Yeah,
it means
I
he
would
gets
be
food.
too.
And
I-
we're
There was
going
a-
to Kuma's.
a pork chop on there. I was like, yeah, I'm in.
And the red tortilla strips.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a very pretty burger.
was.
Like it kind of looked good with our album.
That's what they were
cover. It was
going
like a
for,
colorful,
actually,
like
Now
trying to
the
make
the
album.
artwork that they even did, like whoever drew that
Yeah,
on the
the
board,
chalkboard,
that takes
yeah.
time.
Oh,
It's
that
very
was
detailed.
awesome.
I
I
couldn't
actually
fucking
sought
believe
them
that they
out.
did that. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I sought them
that
out
was
just to shake
very
their
flattering.
hand.
Oh,
I
it was
there, 'cause I
just
thought that
so
was
good.
awesome. Yeah.
So how did you get in connection with Kuma's and how much of a say did you have as to what they put together? Or did you just like how does that even fucking work?
Well, they asked us, hey, we want to do a collab, and well, the first thing that came to my mind is, well, this is just one big fucking fight waiting to happen because
Yeah.
someone's not going to want fucking peppercorns on
There was definitely
mostly Mike.
Yeah, I'm a picky ass motherfucking
Me
eater
too.
on top of it. So my whole vote was, hey, let's just put it in the culinary geniuses' hands. Let them come up with something, and I'm sure we're
Yeah.
gonna love it anyway.
Yeah.
which was perfect. It couldn't have been any
Yeah,
more perfect.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
it
greatest
was
thing
great.
ever to have a
There
Kuma's
was
burger.
a
Oh my
fucking pork chop on it.
Yeah,
I would
that
have
was
never
a
fucking
meal,
thought
man.
of that. No way.
That was a meal, literally.
It always
was a lot
is.
of I
They
mean,
make it very filling. I mean, even the mac and cheese, I brought it home. I can
Oh,
never
yeah.
finish their
Yeah.
portion sizes.
You do.
and it was like an Asian mac and cheese. They really brought like a Asian like taste to it. It had like baby corn and stuff. In
I
it. It was,
really
Really?
want another Zaius burger now.
I do too.
yeah, I know.
It was
yeah.
the burger of the
I
month.
had it
Those
like
come back
five
again.
I think
times.
it's up to us to
embarrassing
try to get
say,
ourselves
but-
more popular, so they bring it back.
So
Yeah.
recurring on the menu.
I mean, you know what I'm sure they'll do is maybe around Forever Deaf Fest they will feature it.
Oh, that'd be
Because
awesome.
you're-
Oh, I think they
I
have
think-
a Deaf Fest burger
I don't know.
itself.
Oh, they have a Deaf
Oh, yeah,
Fest
they
burger
do,
coming
yeah.
out?
Yeah, I think so.
That hasn't been announced yet because I haven't seen any
I don't
word
know,
saying
and I'm
Deaf
not.
Fest.
I'm not
have it,
dropping
yeah.
any news here.
Well,
I'm
we'll
assuming
find
that they
out
are.
because guess what? On Sunday, I'm sitting down, and I'll announce this now. I'm sitting down with Nick Fury himself
All
and
right,
Peter C. of
yeah.
Bloodletter, and we're doing a bonus episode
Nick's
where
the
I am
shit.
going to Peter's apartment, and he's going to record the episode, and we're going to talk everything that is Forever Deaf Fest. So I will ask him about a Forever Burger and
that-
what that entails.
I hope it is.
I'll
in
get to the
fact.
bottom of it
Please
for you
do.
guys. You'll
I
hear
want to
about it on
say,
Monday.
yeah, that's it. It's a true thing, but yeah.
I mean, that would be a very
I know
smart
they're
idea.
a part. I know Kuma's is a part of the show.
Yes, they are. They
A
are
sponsor
sponsoring
of
it.
the show.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Because
is
we get half
awesome.
off at Kuma's if we go there before the show. Yes.
Before
Well,
the show?
the day of, I guess.
How do you have to prove that you're in the band?
Good question.
Well, we had the fucking Zaius burger.
Well, even when you went in there, you're just like, "Hi, I'm." in
I'm sure
Zaius,"
the
and they're
bands
like,
are getting like lanyards or
Like,
something,
show
like
my
a press
Facebook
pass
picture or
thing.
I don't
something.
know. Probably. Yeah.
Luco, you and I will go to the one on that Saturday before. We'll go to the one in Chicago
Why don't you
before.
guys just give it a shot? Say you're playing the show and see if you get half price.
Yeah, you're in the
We're
band.
I'm in the band.
not listed sponsors.
No, I'm just saying.
Well,
you guys
we
can
are
say you're part of our
unlisted
band.
sponsors.
You could be our
Okay.
vocalist.
I
tonight.
am the unspoken vocalist for Zaius, guys.
for the half-off burger.
For the half-off burger only.
And you're stuck singing for a half hour.
How's everybody doing tonight?
I will stand in front of the microphone.
How is everyone doing?
Look like I'm about to open my mouth and then just walk away. Take it away, and I'm out. Perfect. So let's talk a little bit about your writing process. So you're instrumental for right now. So how do you come up with whatever you're going to end up creating a song with? Like, who ends up usually starting something, bring it to the table, and you guys continue off of that?
Ian usually brings some to the table, and then him and I will go over, the riffs. I'll come up with a beat to it, something very general. Nothing by any means is a finished product, and we just try to keep elaborating, and we came up with a cool chill part and a heavy part. Let's try the heavy part into the chill part. Okay, let's try the chill part into the heavy part. Now let's try a little bit of the chill part inside the heavy part, and then we try to put it all together in different ways, and Jeremy comes in and Dan comes in, and they just add the proper compliments to everything. Yeah,
how's everybody doing?
That probably takes the most work, is how he's going to express that.
Is it going to be quiet, or is it going to be, question mark?
Yeah, it's a lot of, well, back in the day, it was like very primitive, all of us in a jam room, like, hey, man, keep playing this. I want to figure out a part.
Over and over.
Him and Mike are just playing a riff over and over so I could learn like a cool
On
lead
11,
line to it
by
or
the
something.
way.
Yeah,
As loud
blasting,
as it goes.
pissing my neighbors off, of course. We discovered the computer for this, of adoration, actually. So it was a lot easier. We got an electric drum set, so we could plug it right into the computer, and we could just talk to each other and kind of collaborate that way. And it was kind of cool because we were able to kind of fart around with stuff and loop things without someone burning out their wrists and their hands.
That shit gets tiring, especially if it's like on a really, all right, I'm going to, like, for me, especially if I'm wanking ass on a part and I've got to do it 50,000 times over, it gets pretty tiring.
Yeah, but
nobody hits a snare harder than
it's deafening when he hits a snare. But most of all, it's like, hey, man, that sounds cool. We're like, cool. Then we keep playing it. Like, our band motto is almost like, does it sound cool? Yeah. All right, let's play it. Like, that's all. Like, that's the kind of the beauty of being instrumental. Like, we're not tied down as much. But we grew up being in metal bands and really heavy, trying to be as heavy as possible. So this was a little bit of a challenge in this band, not to be heavy, but not heavy.
Dynamics.
Yeah,
is
not
the
chug
first
a
thing to
chug.
focus on.
And yeah, when we're like doing too much heavy, we're like, all right, guys, we need some chill parts. So we got nothing but chill parts. Let's do some heavy parts.
Yeah.
So we want to keep it painting a picture and keeping it interesting and flowing and.
Yeah, I think thankfully what works well too is when we have an idea, and then someone writes a part to it, it changes. So it's almost like if we have an idea of what's happening, someone else writes a part, and it's totally different. In a good way, where you're like, oh, okay, cool, that this is going this way now.
Yeah, there's some real magic sometimes, which doesn't happen. Sometimes a lot of guys compose themselves; they do everything themselves, and. With all of us together, we kind of, it is teamwork. We do our own parts, and we kind of pull the songs in different direction that you wouldn't expect, and I think that's kind of how we get our sound.
I think your band mottos make great sayings for the back of your shirts. Like, does it sound cool? And then you should be like, it's 'cause we're Zaius.
Yeah. Does it sound cool? ?
That's awesome. So how do you come up with a title of a song for something that is instrumentally based? Like how is there be like, okay, this is a story we're telling.
Yeah, we let
Was
Ian
it
do
sound-
that
Yeah,
mostly.
Ian
He
does a
likes
lot of
that,
that,
so I think he mostly just picks a word that's cool and
That
maybe
or we'll
puts it
play something and
his
I'll
own
just
meaning.
I'll be like, yeah, this sounds like this.
Oh yeah, we get running titles that are just ridiculous,
The Dick
like
Tracy
Dick
riff.
Tracy's upper lip or whatever.
Dick Tracy's jawline.
That's what we'll
Yeah,
That's
Dick
what it was.
Tracy's
call
jawline.
Like
yeah.
this riff sounds like Dick Tracy's jawline.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes from there.
Crypto. I remember actually Reformer was crypto in the beginning because
Yeah.
it sounded like
It wasn't
I don't know,
Sirens.
creepy.
Sirens was
Crypto.
ayahuasca.
Yeah, just I don't know why. We're talking about ayahuasca. We're like,
names
there we
for
go.
it
That's what we're
first.
calling it. And my kid to this day calls that song ayahuasca, and he's 4. And he was what, 3 or younger
great
at the time.
first
He's like,
word
Daddy,
for a
play
child.
ayahuasca.
That's a difficult word to
Ayahuasca.
say, though.
Yeah, he's like 3, like ayahuasca, Daddy. I'm like, okay.
Daddy played Dick Tracy's
Yeah.
jawline.
That's my boy.
Yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. Well, let's play a twofer this time. Let's feature a couple more tracks off of Adoration. What do you guys want to play? I know we were just talking about a couple.
Let's play ayahuasca, which
Yeah.
is actually Sirens.
Okay, and one more. Ayahuasca.
You could do Sheepdog after that.
Yes, we'll talk about why Sheepdog. It's kind of a black sheep on the album for titles of songs.
What?
Yeah.
What?
no,
Sheepdog
no.
actually stuck.
Yeah, it did.
That was one where it was just.
Well, I
Jeremy
said it sounded like a dog galloping after sheep or something. Something weird. And
First
then,
off,
and that's a
to
fucking
gallop you
sheepdog.
need hooves.
And it's
What
stuck.
kind of
we kept that
what
was
kind
the
of
only
dog
one.
is he like?
I don't know. The riff just to me sounded like a dog running sheep down. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, you call
Yeah.
it a sheep.
Well, here you go. More songs for you
Goofball.
to envision. 2.
To envision too.
Yes, Sirens and Sheepdog.
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Woo! We are back. We just heard a couple of Zaius tracks. That was Sirens and Sheepdog. Now, what's that song about? I'm fucking with you.
It's about guitar parts.
It's about fucking grueling hell.
It's about how everybody's feeling tonight.
How's everyone? So nice. I can't wait. Woo! Just getting. I'm so excited.
Good.
So you guys have a couple of shows coming up, yeah? We've got the
we have the one
show.
remaining
The
one.
one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, last one of
to
the
close
year.
out the year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then what are the details on that show? I know we've been announcing it too, but I want to hear it straight from the mouth.
As in the Forever Death Fest?
Yes.
So, I guess, so the first night is just a very good list of, I believe it's Friday, December 7th, right? It's Friday. That first list is just with a bunch of like
November's
iconic,
Doom is headlining.
iconic Chicago bands.
So it's
It's
the
all
first night
Chicago bands,
is
the whole
Bloodletter, Resin,
Immortal Bird.
Yeah,
November's Doom,
Doom,
and Snow Burial.
Yeah, Snow Burial
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
just a bunch of heavy hitters here
Yes.
out in the
That's a
city.
badass.
Yeah, it's all all the Chicago bands.
It's gonna be titties.
And
It's gonna
then-
be so
yeah.
good.
And then Saturday is technically the Chicago chapter of
I guess more
prosthetic
Chicago bands. Yeah,
the
prosthetic
prosthetic,
Chicago
yeah,
bands.
which is like the Atlas Moth and Vraha, Us, Without Waves, Huntsman, yeah.
Meth.
Yeah, Meth is
Meth,
opening
yeah.
up. They're probably the only band I'm not familiar with. They're a recent signing with Prosthetic. I heard they're from the burbs of Chicago, and they're
630.
I checked them out, kind of like.
Wait, they're from our area code, and
No,
I
I
didn't
don't
even
know. I'm
Saint.
just saying
I
the
want to say
burbs.
St. Charles.
From the boys.
That could be a
Yeah.
630.
Could be, probably is actually.
Hey, I don't think St. Charles is 630.
But I think they remind
Depending
me
on
of
where they got their
like,
phone,
Charles
Charlie,
is-
it
yeah.
could be.
Yeah.
No, St. Charles is 630 for sure.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I want to say they remind me of like Daughters or like Dillinger Escape Plan or Converge or like Sporadic like.
You don't know where your mind's
Noise
going to be at
metal, yeah.
next.
He seems
Perfect.
cool.
I'm ready to get fucked up on some meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that name is a selling point right there.
They
With
added
the
the dot at the
period,
end,
too.
just
Yeah,
like
just
like
meth.
Contra. It's like meth. Don't forget the
We
dot.
have no lips. We're meth.
Meth, don't forget to sleep.
How's everyone doing tonight?
It's perfect. I can't wait to meet them and be like, come on our show, and then we can figure out why you're called meth.
two
Yeah.
great nights of metal.
Oh, absolutely.
Looking
2-day
forward to
fest, going fast for the 2-day passes. All the details are on our Facebook page. We'll be talking, like I said again, with Nick and Peter, the two founders of Forever Death Fest, on Sunday. So I hope to post the interview by Monday. We'll go into details as to everything there is going on with the festival. The link I just posted today for where to buy tickets to, I believe it's $25 for the 2-day pass. Hold on, let me see this.
Yeah,
I
remember.
posted it. 2-day pass is $35. Single for Friday is just $20, and single day for Saturday is $25. Not bad prices for seeing 12 bands if you want to see
That's a lot of
both
awesome
for 35.
Yeah.
And it's at Beat
Music
Kitchen.
you
You
get.
have a fucking awesome venue that has
the sound
fantastic
there is
food if you get
killer,
hungry.
too.
They've got exactly great sound there too. So it's for sure going to be a great festival. I'm super excited for it. December can't get here fast enough just because of that fest. Not because of snow, not because I fucking want Christmas, because I want Forever Death Fest.
And
Yeah.
That's all I want. We
Nick's
could just
doing
end the
a-
year there.
Nick's doing a fantastic
He is.
job.
He really is.
Just
I feel
pushing
like
it,
I'm letting down. I'm
promoting
like,
it.
I'm not promoting enough. Nick's got so much that he expects of me.
Yeah, no, Chicago's lucky to have him because
Yeah.
without people
does a
like
lot,
that,
yeah.
there's
He's a
the
DJ.
scene.
DJ
Yeah.
Nick Fury right now is without
He's doing
without
with
waves
Without
at
Waves, yeah.
What is it? Lockdown? Is that where is
Somewhere.
that?
I don't
Lockdown
know.
somewhere in
They
the
are
city.
somewhere.
I know
I don't
there's
remember.
Nick, we'll talk
The-
on
the
Sunday.
metal shop.
Yeah.
The metal shop. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good people running it, and it's like they said, for Chicago, by Chicago, all Chicago, and that's awesome that there's somebody wanting to feature, so many awesome bands, and hopefully, this year takes off and we're able to be a part of it more into the future, because it's a stacked lineup for a first year, and Prosthetic Records backing the second day is huge for them.
We're very, very
Yeah.
proud.
I was
going to
say
it's
kind of hard to describe, like the feeling
privilege.
to be able to play with our peers and
friends.
It's hard to describe. We've played some important shows, but to play, a fest with all those Chicago bands that are our peers is special.
We're literally friends with all of them,
Yeah, we're
so
lucky.
I'll try not to get too drunk.
Yeah.
Or
at
emotional,
least till after
Dan.
I play.
Hold the
yeah.
tears
or
in.
emotional, yeah. We'll cry and hug.
Full on hug out.
How's everyone doing out there?
We just need some more meth.
Yeah,
Damn it.
meth in the beginning of the
There's
night.
going to be
That's
just
gonna be
so many drug
a
jokes.
wake up call.
It's
Yeah.
all right. Everyone will be around for
I'm
everybody.
pretty sure they just named their band just for the jokes that people would talk
Well,
about.
it could
them.
be.
Oh, yeah.
It's a hype.
Yeah.
It could be short
Yeah.
for method.
It could.
Or methane.
Yeah, something like that. Propane.
Let's get technical with it. All right. Well, let's take a moment pause and take it over to Charlie. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for Chatting with Chuckles.
What's going on, guys? It's Chuckles here.
What do you got for us this week, Charlie?
I got some news.
Some tour newses?
Only one tour news.
Only one tour newses.
Camelot is going to be coming out with a new DVD. One of their guitarists says it will be blown away by their DVD that came out in 2006. It's called
Blown. Keyword blown.
He's a liar.
one.
I'm not blown away yet.
One Cold Winter's Night that came out in 2006.
They have a name for this DVD?
I do
Not
not know
yet.
that.
Not yet.
I'm not sure.
Okay. If you're a big Camelot fan, Camelot with a K, check out their new DVD coming out soon. What else you got for us, Charlie?
Kiss is having their final tour.
I
Kiss.
really want to go. I would recommend seeing Kiss. They are really awesome.
So
I've never seen them,
They
but I
are
would
worth
buy their VIP pass or
Charlie's
something.
going to buy their VIP pass,
Charlie,
and he'll be starting the pit in the
Don't
VIP
do that
section.
because they're going to be overly expensive because they're just a bunch
Well,
of
who
Jews.
else?
Is it all the original members though?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to buy a casket from
Peter Chris. What was that? Peter Chris, Ace Frehley,
Gino,
Gene Simmons and that
Paul
other
Stanley.
guy. Paul Stanley.
Paul Stamry.
Paulie.
But are you going to buy a VIP ticket and start a pit in the VIP section?
There's no pit for Kiss.
There could be if Charlie was there.
VI pit.
VIP. This is the VIP pit. I'll see you in the pit. Morgan, what's this drink you gave me, by the way?
It is a vodka lemonade. Oh. Raspberry vodka lemonade.
Nice.
Very exotic.
Yeah.
After a White Russian, it just
I
gives me a
sipped that with
headache.
my pinky up.
Anyway,
What else you got for us, Charlie?
Ghost frontman Tobias Forge hints at releasing a new material next year.
Okay.
Solo?
G-host.
solo material.
I was hit up by a guy today that wanted to, he's like, you know any keyboardists in the scene? I'm looking to start a Ghost cover band. And I was like,
Really?
I have no idea.
Already.
G-host. Okay.
Did we get hit up by the same person then?
It was the same person, yes.
Because
And
he
I'm
didn't
like,
tell
let
me
me
that
touch base
much.
with Morgan. And Morgan's like, I don't know.
I mean, I know somebody that's a keyboardist, but now that you said Ghost cover band, maybe he would.
All right.
Anybody
well,
that's a keyboardist interested in Ghost cover band, contact us. We'll get you in contact with this other person.
this other guy, this other dude.
We
this
know a dude
balls.
that wants another dude.
We know dudes that want other dudes in their band, so hit us up for some dude action.
Band dudes.
Some band dudes.
We're the new Tinder.
Some boods.
Swipe left.
What else you got for us, Charlie?
There's a new super band called
Slipknot?
Sleep Killers.
Sleep Killers. Damn it, close. And who's in Sleep Killers?
It's Damian Starkey of Puddle of Mud on vocals.
Super group.
Is he gonna be able to stay out of jail?
No.
Okay, the guy from
other
Puddle of
guy.
Mud.
Baby, I'm the one.
Sam Rivers of Limp Bizkit on bass.
Oh, this is the band that you sent me the link
Oh,
for.
I saw a music video. I'm like, Morgan.
Adam
Check this
Latta
out.
from
Did you watch
Puddle
it?
of Mud on guitar, and Bobby.
Bobby?
I don't know how to say his last name. Saliva on drums.
Bob, how do you have it written down there?
Amaru.
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 Amaro.
So did you listen to
Amaro.
it, Luca? Was it good?
Don't lie.
Don't lie.
Tell me the truth.
It wasn't my cup of tea.
Because that wouldn't be the vocalist
I mean,
that I would
was it
choose
a-
to be on a cover band with Saliva
like-
and
it's
Limp
like
Well
Bizkit.
done, at least.
I
No,
think
it's
I
like a
just
rock.
read the Lamb Goat comments and didn't
Maybe I'm
actually
the
listen
one.
to it.
Maybe I'm the one who
It's
is
just
schizophrenic psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like rock. It's just a rock band.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Radio worthy?
Well,
Today's radio?
with
don't
Puddle of
remember.
Mud and Limp Bizkit and Saliva involved.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
20,
Radio worthy.
20
indeed.
years ago radio,
Right,
maybe.
right,
Okay.
right. Kicking it back
No,
old
I'm
school.
sure they're good. I'm just
They're trying to
messing
get more
around.
money because their other stuff isn't
Doing
making
better
it
No, I
than
mean,
anymore.
us.
that's kind of. I would feel like, as your other bands are kind of slowing down, you're like, hey, we've played with these guys. You guys want to jam?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh yeah, you miss jamming. I could relate to that.
What else you got for us? So, what's the name of that super group again?
They're called Sleep Killers. They're coming out with a self-titled album due early 2019.
And they have a music video
All right,
out.
I'll
That's-
check them out just to say I did.
I saw Saliva once, and I wasn't too impressed.
That's the first show you started the pit for, right?
No.
Charlie's always starting pits. He's just the pit
VI
monster.
pit.
The VI pit. Is this the VI pit?
Click, click, boom! You kick him in the face. And
Get this pit going, motherfuckers!
When I saw Saliva, it wasn't with the original vocalist.
They've
that
had a
dude
different
reminds
vocalist?
me of that
Yeah, I
cook.
think he passed away, the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so. And
Maybe.
No.
No?
Why would you call your band Saliva
They
anyway?
kicked him out of the band because he stopped doing drugs.
Spit.
Because he stopped doing drugs?
Yeah, they kicked him out.
really?
You're not cool anymore.
Interesting.
You're out.
The buzz
You're not
kill.
hardcore. We don't like straight edge.
Imagine you like, you don't do
nuts.
drugs anymore? Get the fuck out of here.
Buzzkill.
All right. Well,
Okay, well, all right.
Megadeth is coming out with her first ever mega cruise.
Wow.
we heard about
Pretty
this.
cool.
Rumor has it that our friends in Wrath may be playing this mega cruise.
They're going to try and get on.
They're going to try to get on.
Can you get me on the guest list
Yeah,
for that
man.
one?
I don't even know if I can get myself on the guest list.
Charlie's
man.
going, and he'll be the one in the pit.
Fuck
Dude,
no.
Yeah.
Anybody that can fit Charlie in
no.
their suitcase with an extra Speedo, hit up
Please
Charlie.
do.
See, he said, please do. He likes the way they feel.
For a room, it's like
Charlie.
$1,200.
For a Speedo?
Yeah, I'm not
Charlie.
kidding.
I'll
$1,200
give
bucks
you-
to get on the thing?
I'll give you.
For a room.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many days is this anyway?
3,
I
from
believe
what I
it-
heard.
It's
It's
a
like 4-day
vacation.
cruise.
3 days is not a fucking
I
vacation.
saw. I read online.
That's a
It's like
getaway.
5
It is a
days and
cruise.
5 nights.
Yeah, but
5 days and
that
5
probably
nights.
includes
Oh,
your
5 days.
airfare,
Yeah,
your
for
room,
$1,200
your
for
board.
5 days.
That's an all-inclusive
not
Listen,
that
if
bad.
Marty
Yeah.
Friedman isn't going to be on that, I don't
He
know
won't
if I'm
be.
interested.
It's
I hear
like
ya.
20,000 tons of metal, but it's Megadeth's version.
It's pretty much
That's
Dave
cool.
Mustaine and some guys.
Some young dudes.
Some dudes.
Yeah.
You know,
Some
one of
dudes.
these days I'm going to do a metal cruise just so I could say I did. Because it's so worth it to be like, I'm surrounded by music, what I would want to do, and I'm seeing the world.
But
Yeah,
I've
that would
always
be
wondered,
sweet.
actually, what would it be like to be swimming in that fucking pool though on the cruise?
Very
Yeah.
dirty.
Bunch
Yeah.
of greasy
Don't go in the
metalheads.
pool.
The food
Beer,
sickness cruise.
blood,
A lot of
semen, and
beard
spit.
hair
Let me
floating
say
around
this.
in that pool.
The metal cruise is probably not the views that you would see on a normal cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Body-wise, it's
Yeah,
not
I
what
know.
you would want
I
to
know.
see.
I know.
Maybe music-wise, yes.
Just to see
The
the
asshole.
a
people
bunch
watch.
of dudes with beer bellies and
I'd
a
be-
lot of hair.
I'd be wearing a Speedo.
Yeah,
There's
dad
less,
bods.
I guarantee you there's
Without
less
shaving.
chicks on that boat than dudes.
Oh yeah,
they
it'd
have-
be
I know
mostly
they have
dudes with dad
girls.
bods.
I know they hire
body hair
girls. They
cruise.
have
Yeah,
actual
body
specific
hair.
pool girls that they.
Oh,
hire
I'm
out
sure
there.
there's actual pool girls, but
Yeah.
the ratio of men to
Oh,
women on this
yeah.
cruise is going to be.
They'd be
significant.
hired
it's
women,
a
not
sausage
actually
fest.
women.
But you don't want to hang out with a bunch of dudes and listen to some metal?
Oh,
With your
yeah,
shirt
all
off?
the
I
time, yeah.
totally want to go
Speedo?
to this. This is a dream. I want to go to Vakken one day, and I want to go to 20,000 tons of metal.
That'll be cool. I think that'd be
Uh,
cool.
Well, that'd
Whether
be
my
fun.
budget will ever
Experience
allow me to do
nonetheless.
this, I don't know.
So, regardless, Charlie will be there.
Good,
He's already
yeah.
got his
Good.
ticket.
Fuck yeah.
He'll be starting the pit in the pool.
He's locked in.
The VIPP.
Make it a whirlpool, like a circle pit whirlpool.
There we go.
There we go.
Fucking I want to see the biggest pit out
Yeah,
there.
instead of the parting of the Red Sea, it's like a big old whirlpool.
Yeah.
And they create the pool.
Some of the bands that are going to be playing is Anthrax, Testament,
See, that alone.
Dragon
Anthrax just sells
Force,
me.
John 5, Metal
Oh.
Church.
So good so far.
Testament rules.
Testament's the loudest band I've ever heard in
And
my
imagine them on a cruise.
Really?
Oh, yeah. By far. They're ridiculous.
life. Every time I've seen Testament, they're louder than any other band I've ever heard ever. I don't know. Maybe that's just
Loud
me.
bands, man.
Didn't
What's that one band we played with that was the loudest thing I've
Hull
ever
was
heard?
pretty
Hull?
loud, yeah.
That was
they
loud.
fucked my ears up for life.
That was loud.
They were
Testament
loud
has done that
guys.
to me
Yeah.
3
This
times.
is true.
Where you're in dead silence and hear nothing but ringing because of that
Yeah.
that band.
That's
Yeah.
Testament 3 times.
You wear your shirt like blows off your body and your hair's flying back. Yeah. Your eye sockets are dried out.
Oh my!
Your kick
goodness.
drum dried my eye sockets out, man.
Who else is playing, Charlie?
So far, that's all that they have listed. There's more bands to come.
And when is that? Is that announced when it is?
This is, I think, August 2019.
Oh
Okay.
my God! There's
Charlie's-
still time to add
That's a
so
lot
many
of
awesome bands.
Charlie's
like
already got his
Soilwork has a new album coming out next year. Oh
I
yeah.
think Soilwork's a little too heavy for that.
I do not.
Actually,
No. You get
They're-
those
it's a
Swedish
different
bands
genre.
involved, then you go hardcore. Oh yeah.
your mom goes
Yeah,
hardcore. What else you got for us, Charlie?
I'm gonna murder you. What? Continue.
Yeah. What's up, Charlie?
What's up, Chuck?
What up, Chuck?
Trailer.
What up? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Real quick backstory.
This is the best introduction to
nickname.
Charlie I've ever seen.
Dan walks in and Dan's, introducing, hi, Dan. And Charlie goes,
Charlie.
Charlie. Dan goes, trailer?
He had a mouthful of food.
Oh
So.
my God. Like, did you just call him Trailer? That's the best name ever.
I
So
hope it
coming
sticks.
next in Cars 5, Chucky will be playing the voice of Trailer.
So Trailer.
Pixar just
He's
signed
like a
deal.
transformer. Yeah, he like transforms into a trailer.
Just signed the contract today.
Just transforms into a trailer and
He's
then
called-
parks himself at Walmart.
His nickname's Semi Chuck.
Oh my God.
That was awesome.
A Semi Chuck trailer.
Charlie, you may have a new sweeper next time you come back.
The name's
Yeah.
Trailer.
Charlie the trailer. Last name, I don't know your last.
Oh, it's Trailer.
Charlie the semi-Chuck
That's
trailer. I love it.
Chuck Taylor trailer.
Got to give him a big old toot of the horn after that name. Beep, beep. Oh, God.
All right, we're drunk.
Yep. All right.
I hope other people find this as funny as we do.
What else you got for us? Trailer.
I mean, Chuck. Oh, my God. Trailer Chuck.
What else you got for us, Trailer?
So I actually found out a little bit of something interesting that
Really quick. When you should introduce yourself as Trailer.
Don't do this.
Just walks in the building, pulling the trailer horn, baby.
The name's Trailer, baby. Sorry. You should totally go by Trailer though.
Just so you know, anytime you run into the Zaius guys now, that's how they're going to see you.
What's up, trailer?
That's going to be how they're going to say, "Hey, what's up?"
Charlie,
Give us the toot of the
AKA.
horn.
Trailer will be in the pit, ripping shit up. What else you got for us, Trailer? I love that's a fucking badass name too. Like
It is kind of.
the name's
Lots of
Trailer.
variations.
I fucking
Goosebumps.
plow babes.
Like, you'd be like 18-wheeler.
Babe
you know?
flower.
the babe plow.
Did you say babe flower? Oh, Charlie. I'm sorry.
Is there a lot of junk in the trunk?
Got a full trailer.
Trailer's full, babe.
He'll see you in the pit stop.
I'll see you at the
The VI pit stop.
All right, Trailer. If you can get through, what else you got for us?
Oh shit!
I gotta take a deep breath. I'm a little winded.
It's okay. Just pull over to the side of the road.
I'm gonna pull over, take a nap. Pull my trailer over to the side of the road real quick.
We got all night.
Those
Then we're gonna
hazards
keep on rolling.
Pop them hazards on.
We're running a max load here.
A little Jake break.
Oh, all right. Whew.
Breaker, come in, Chuck.
All right, Chucky. What else you got for us?
All right, you read something interesting. Sorry to cut you
So a
off.
couple days when I was on Facebook, I watched the video. It was about Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
Frederick. His friends call him Chucky.
Oh yes, was it this one about everything about his life and how he became?
Yeah, that his actual. That's not his actual name.
Yeah. What was his real name?
I don't know how you would pronounce it.
Trailer.
He's Indian though, which I had no idea
yeah.
he was
Hey,
Indian.
Hey, he was born in India,
I seriously don't know where I thought he
and
was
then
from.
his parents, him and his sister, moved to England,
Yes.
and then that's how Queen became.
Interesting. I didn't even know
Hey,
that.
I thought
Morgan.
that was really interesting.
Look up his real name.
I will. Yeah, I am super. Did you guys see Bohemian Rhapsody yet?
I have
I
not.
have.
I have
no.
not.
I want to see that actually.
I
Right.
deliberately took off work on Tuesday because Luco has off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays right now because I never get to hang out with him anymore, and I ended up
Farouk.
taking it off
Bulsara.
so we could go see Bohemian Rhapsody
Oh, that'll
before
be
doing the
awesome.
show.
Farouk.
Farouk? Is it
Farouk?
two O's or a U?
It's Farrokh.
Oh, okay. Farouk.
Farouk.
Look that up.
Farouk. What's his last name?
Bulsara. Bulsara.
Interesting. Okay.
Farouk.
Wow. I mean, I
There
can
was-
see why you decided to go to Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to pronounce, but
There was
probably way more
different story.
marketable.
Wait, that was his real name?
Farouk.
Yeah.
Say the full name again.
Farouk Bulsara.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pronouncing it
it's-
correctly?
it's
Farro.
Yeah.
Farrokh.
Very, very exotic.
So he was Freddie Mercury, which is actually Farouk, but was born in India and then moved to
No, it says Zanzibar, now Tanzania.
Hey,
I'm so confused. Okay.
it's in the area of
Zanzibar.
countries.
It's an eclectic country.
Morgan's
Yeah.
looking on Wikipedia, so who
I
knows?
am. Shut up.
Mars.
In India.
born on Mars.
Oh, do-
basically.
descendant of Zanzibar and grew up there in India. Okay,
Yeah.
so he grew up in both places.
And then
cool
when he got
childhood.
older, his parents, him and his sister, all moved to England.
We
Cool.
moved from Zanzibar.
Crazy shit, man.
Good
And-
drinks at Zanzibar.
Yeah.
Guys
I
wanna
can't
go down
wait.
to
I
Zanzibar?
can't wait for Tuesday.
Go
It's
to
gonna be
Zanzibar
awesome.
with trailer.
Yeah, let's go
We're
to
open
Zanzibar
till
with
4.
Trailer. Open
Yeah.
till 4.
He had a 4-octave range. That's insane.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that was your.
What's an average octave range? I don't know. How do you know 4-octave range is insane then?
Because you can go from being like a tenor all the way up to a mezzo soprano to a soprano, like a high range soprano. That's
Like the
going
TV
through
show?
being
What are
a
you
tenor
talking about,
to an
Frank?
alto to a soprano to a mezzo soprano. That's 4 octaves. Guys usually can't get to the mezzo soprano,
yeah.
high soprano.
Mariah Carey can do it.
Unless your balls are cut or you haven't hit puberty.
There you go.
Didn't Chris Cornell was able
Chris
to
Cornell?
Yeah,
do
that guy's
4
got
octave?
some range, man.
Yeah,
He had range for sure,
yeah.
but I don't know if he could go into like the low tenor.
Well,
He had
Or
kind of a.
But he could go
scratchy
high.
I don't know.
voice. I
Yeah,
don't know if
he
can
could
get that
go
high.
really high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
he
think
had
as high
some
as
range.
Frederick.
Yes, probably not. Frederick was ridiculous.
Farouk, yes.
If we're even saying that right.
Farouk.
But
Fork.
is it
Fork. His name is Fork.
all right? What else we got
That's all that I got for news.
next?
I got an unsigned band
Okay.
called Atom Evolving. They're from Kansas City, Missouri.
Adam, like ADAM?
Yeah.
ATOM.
ATOM.
ADAM.
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 And the song?
The
catch
song
there.
we will be listening to is called 8 Minds.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You got Diggs McNasty.
Timmy D. Corey Carmander Davidson.
And
Jared or Coley from Fools Brew, and we fucking love metal. So listen in to the Metal Experience because there's some cool motherfuckers, goddammit. Ho ho!
What's going on, guys? We just heard Adam Evolving with 8 Minds. They have a live music video up on YouTube. They're also on Bandcamp. You can also check them out on Facebook.
All right. All right.
Woo! We are back with the Metal Experience. I am Morgan Danielle once again with Luco Blaze, and that was Chuckles, the Chuckle Factory.
Chuck Trailer.
AKA,
That was Chuck
as
Trailer.
of tonight, Trailer.
The name's Chuck Trailer, motherfuckers.
Chuck Trailer. Charlie the... I don't
Charlie
even
the
know.
Chuck
All right.
Trailer.
Anyway,
A
we are back
4x4.
hanging out with Zaius. We've still got plenty of music to play off of their album of Adoration. And the next 2 tracks are going to be a couple crowd favorites. What are those 2 tracks called?
Echelon and Magnolia.
All right, here we go.
What were their previous names?
Ooh, good
Echelon was always Echelon. Magnolia
I think they were always those
Yeah,
names.
I
might
think
have
they
been
were both always
Magnolia.
those,
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Echelon was like the second song we wrote for that album.
All right. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it. Twofer.
Well, hi there. Hello. We know you're enjoying your current dose of metal with the people at the Metal Experience. What are their names, Ryan?
Hey, Morgan and Luco, how you doing?
Well, howdy. Should you get through with your dosage with them and find yourself still wanting metal, come see us at the Epitome of Stupidity podcast. You can find us on Podbean, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and other places, I'm sure.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's a cool show, I must say.
Until then, back to these guys. Bye-bye.
Woo! That was a twofer. We just heard Echelon and Magnolia. Whew, man. Some jammage.
Oh, yeah.
So, real quick story in there. There's a one part that you said was very tough to play and toughest.
Yeah, I think the heavy part of Magnolia, the Ian wrote that one, and that was pretty difficult to play. It took me about a week to learn that one, and a lot of focus involved. I had to videotape his hands.
He did. He really did.
But I play good
iPhone.
now, so yeah.
I play good now.
Yeah, I play good
play
now.
string instrument good now.
Yeah.
Well, Morgan, it's about that time.
Is it?
Morgan, set that shit up.
Now it's time for
Hey, man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right. This week, just like every week, is always brought to you by our friends at Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. This week, we have a band from Richmond, Virginia. The band Spiral Fracture. We've got twofer for you. Centuries of Bloody Rings and Dissonance. And you know what? I've been leaving Centuries of Bloody Rings in my toilet. So let's fucking do it. Some Spiral Fracture.
Hey, come check out Small Town Mentality Podcast with your host Ben and
Austin.
We are on every Thursday morning
with tips on how to be a more efficient racist.
No, we don't do that.
Also, best ways to bag your sister in the sack.
No, I don't think we've ever talked about that.
Also, we do impressions.
We don't do that either. We do have some buttons that we push sometimes.
What? And black people.
Anyways, you can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, and everywhere you get a podcast.
You can find us closest to your nearing burning cross.
No, you can't. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at STM Podcast. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Woo! That was a twofer from Spiral Fracture from Richmond, Virginia. And that was Centuries of Bloody Rings and Dissonance. And like always, that segment is always brought to you by Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com. What, Morgan? You want to fucking fight?
No,
son?
I just
Bring
know
it.
how you say it.
Bring
No,
it,
I
son.
wanted to give a shout out to the guy in the band, Brian Fisher, was the one that shared the link for Spiral Fracture. He was actually sharing it because they are playing a huge show this week. They're playing the 10 Years of Exile with Whitechapel, Oceano.
Nice.
They're
Our best
playing-
friend is in Whitechapel.
That's
Or not
awesome.
Whitechapel, Oceano. I'm an asshole.
There's a difference.
Yeah,
The Canal
big
Club
difference.
tomorrow, November 7th, which when you hear this, it'll be today. But they're playing that. I think that is a club in Richmond because they're from Virginia. That would
Richmond,
only make
Virginia.
sense. But yeah, I think that's awesome. And Slaughter to Prevail is also playing that show. So pretty awesome that they're playing that huge show out in their hometown. So hope they have a great show.
Well,
and thanks for
fuck
sharing
yeah.
your music. Badass.
Fuck yeah, cool
Love
guys.
meeting people from other states and wanting to share their music with me. Very rewarding. Well, we got more Zaius to play, of course. We've got a whole album that we have to get through of Adoration. When did this album get released, by the way?
What was it, last year?
It was October
6th, I think.
Was
Almost
it?
a year,
Yeah, I think early October. Yeah,
Just
a little over a year ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
And where can everybody pick up this album?
You could stream it anywhere. Just, stream it on Spotify if you want. Buy it off iTunes.
iTunes.
You could buy vinyl copies. I think there's some floating around in record stores, maybe online. They're sold out on Prosthetics site and stuff.
That's awesome.
Or come to a show. We have maybe
30 left.
Not even. I think like 20.
Yeah, I was going to
tops.
say maybe a little shy of 20.
Yeah, I got the rest of them actually. So come to a
Check
show
our
if you want
Bandcamp.
a vinyl. But
Right, check the
otherwise,
Bandcamp?
Yeah, there's a lot of CDs available still.
Check the Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, you'd have to message us if you really wanted one.
Walmart,
Woo!
Target.
Walmart and Target.
Yeah, I think Target's got some. Yeah.
Walmart only sells the censored version of the CD,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we got a lot of swear
no
words in
swear
ours.
words. Yeah.
Half my lyrics are cut out.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Instead of how's everybody fucking doing tonight, it's just how's everybody doing tonight.
Instead of how's everyone butt fucking doing tonight?
Man.
Well, let's play another track off the album. What is another awesome track to share?
I think all that's left is either Colin or Annika.
Yeah, I mean, there's Fanaron or
Oh, yeah, Fanaron.
We've played 5 so far.
Okay, so yeah, it's Fanaron, Colin, and Annika.
If you
are
want
the
a real
remaining three.
soft one, we got
Yeah, some
Annika.
love making music, that's Annika.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's do
All
that.
right, we're taking a quick moment for you to make love to your loved one next to you. Here is Annika.
Yeah, bang
by
your wife
Zaius.
to Annika.
How many minutes do they have?
5.
Okay.
What? Oh, during our Annika lovemaking session?
Yes.
Like 35 seconds.
All right. Well, bang one out real quick and
Real quick.
come back to our show in another however long this song takes to get through. Here we go.
Witherer. Hi, Witherer. And we're addicted to metal on the Metal Experience.
All right, we are back. I'm Morgan Daniel with Luco Blaze trailer, the Chuckle Factory now. And that was Put On Your Yamakas, because here comes Annika by Zaius. Love
Yamaka.
it. Love it. Annika. So was that about
What
a
does
woman?
that mean?
What was that about?
Actually, I think Ian works at a place called Annika, and it's like a flotation tank place, like a meditation place. He currently works there.
I'm sure there's some sort of meaning behind Annika.
And my wife's Serbian, and I hear that name is actually pronounced Anica in Serbian. She knows some girls named that,
But I think
that song reminds me of a good meditating song.
Yeah, it is really chill.
It is.
It's a fun song to play, actually. I mean, I know it's really chill and laid back, but me, as a drummer, I have a lot of fun playing.
That was the original. Actually, first we had kind of a 3-song EP together. We recorded with our friend Nick, and it had Fanaron, Echelon, and Annika in it. And then from there, we decided we wanted to do a full length.
That's
and
what we
did
showed
the rest of the
Prosthetic.
song.
So you said you recorded with your friend Nick. Nick who?
Nativo.
Nativo!
The Nook. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the man.
We know who that guy is.
He's our good friend.
I figured you were going to say that just when you mentioned that you were friends with Oceano. I was like, they must know Nick
Oh,
Nativo.
yeah.
God,
we know Nick.
Yeah.
He's a goddamn genius.
Yeah, he's our really good friend. He did our first 2 EPs,
Yeah,
too.
he did.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice. Good
you
choice.
said you record out in Plainfield. Isn't Nick out in...
No.
this wasn't for a
This
full
record
length.
we
This
did
was-
with Jeff, who actually, he's not from Plainfield, but we did it at his friend's home
in Plainfield,
studio in Plainfield.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All makes sense now.
Where can everybody find everything that is Zaius on the interwebs? Follow you guys, get all the up-to-date information.
We are definitely on your big ones: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
MySpace.
No MySpace. I don't think we have a MySpace. I gotta get one going on that just for the hell of it.
For Zaius Band on Instagram.
So on Instagram it's at Zaius Band, and for Facebook it's Zaius the Band. So you do the whole Facebook spiel / Zaius the Band.
Not to be confused with the other Zaius in Southern Illinois.
There was another Zaius at what was it, like 6 years ago? We found out there's another Zaius who played somewhat in the same area of music as we did, as well as the same
think they
fucking
hate us.
state. Couldn't believe it when we finally figured that one out, but...
And how do you spell Zaius?
Zaius. So, Zaius.
And what kind of merch do you have available for those that want to get something from you guys?
What? Zaius.bandcamp.com.
Yeah, you can
Question mark?
So we have
we have T-shirts.
3
we have
T-shirt
we have 3 different
designs.
design T-shirts. We have vinyl records. Once again,
CDs.
probably like 25 of them. We also have CDs, stickers, and
at a show you could get anything.
Yeah, you can get anything at
If
a
you
show,
really want a record, you would probably have to
Come to the
message us
Forever Death Fest.
personally.
Come
Cause,
get it.
How much do those go for? Because I know on your Bandcamp it
Go
said they were
for.
sold out.
Yeah.
How much do they go for?
$20 because we're hoarding the last like 20 maybe.
Yeah, like 20 bones, I think.
But they go pretty quick at shows. People like records.
Records are
Well, we have great artwork
Including
on it, which
myself.
helps it. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Merrill.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They're like a transparent blue, and
Yeah.
they turned out really nice.
Guy
They
did a
sound
really good
great.
job.
Yeah.
Actually, I prefer our album on vinyl.
And then who
which
did
I'm
the
happy
artwork
to say.
on the...
Merrill von...
I don't even know how to say his
gosh.
last. Yeah,
I feel
Marl
horrible.
von Hassersten. Is that how you say it?
I believe he's a German
He's from the
fellow.
Netherlands.
Yeah,
I had to
Netherlands, yeah.
ship him a box of records and stuff, and
A very talented artist. He did what bands? What other bands did he do?
did
the artwork?
work for
Baroness.
Baroness and got a lot of bands. He does a lot of stuff for Baroness. I think that's might be how we found him. Ian Ian found them, sent it to us, and yeah, he does like colored pencil.
Yeah, just
stuff.
some of the
It's
coolest
so
colored
realistic.
pencil
He
stuff.
does all that
His
like
page-
freehand. It's
his-
not. It's
his-
just ridiculous.
His page literally says, "Do not contact me to commission."
Yeah, we
artwork.
still
And we were like,
contacted
fuck
him.
it, let's just throw fucking
Yeah.
a dart out there and see if
Yeah.
he did. And he was cool with it. He's like, yeah, let's do it. So
It's
That's
like,
awesome.
also, did you not read the front of my page?
Yeah. Guys, we have
And
a
he's
problem.
so
We're trying to
nice and
commission.
reliable.
Dude,
the
he
guy's
is
like the
a
most.
such a cool guy.
Yeah, he's really
down to
good
earth, dude.
Yeah.
You know, he's a very
Genius.
talented
I
guy,
mean,
yeah.
the artwork that guy produces.
Fuck, we got it
is-
tattooed on us. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
All of you guys have your artwork tattooed on you?
well, three out of the
Everybody
four of us.
except for
but-
Dan.
Yeah, not me.
3 out of the 4 of us. Dan's not a tattoo guy. He doesn't
Yeah.
have any tattoos.
Aw.
so-
Yeah, no.
So where did you guys get? Did
I don't
you
know.
get in
Fuck.
the same
Jeremy
place?
wanted to be like me, but you know, he got
Yeah,
it on
Jeremy
the inner,
ripped
inner
it
eye.
like a-
Nice.
The most painful
So, yeah.
spot they
and
could
it hurt
think of.
when the dude was halfway done. I thought he was like done, and I looked over. He was only halfway done, and I
Ugh.
asked, "What the fuck did I get myself into?" It's 4.5 hours.
Can we
Wow.
stop?
Yeah, I wanted to. But
Is
it
that the
worked
only
out.
tattoo you have?
No, I have one more on this arm as well.
Jeez. Right in the same spot?
Yeah. Armpit, you know, the armpit area.
Ian got his on the top of his hand.
Yeah, Ian got his on his like
That's
fucking
hardcore.
hand. Yeah,
Damn.
that's- Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Jeremy, where'd you get yours?
Same place as Mike,
he wants to
inside
be
of
like
my
me.
left bicep.
He's like, butt
Did it
cheek.
hurt as much as
So
you
I had
said
another
it did?
tattoo on my left arm, so I figured I'll just put them all on my left arm
figured
until
his
I
drummer
can
has
kind
it
of
on his
make
arm.
a sleeve.
There you go. So Dan, what did you do instead? They got tattoos. What did you do with the artwork?
I drank.
Had a soy wafer.
I had a soy wafer
It's
and
like I
drank
I
alcohol.
hung it on my fridge.
Yes.
There you
I
go.
exactly what he
admired it.
Dan doesn't know it yet, but he's going to get his. He just doesn't know it
We'll
yet.
get
Maybe.
him drunk enough. We'll get
Maybe
him drunk
if the
enough.
artist comes back to town, we kind of ran out of time and he couldn't do mine.
He's a hard
so.
dude to get a hold
You're
of.
gonna-
He's a genius artist, though. He is.
He works for High
very
Voltage.
talented.
High
High voltage tattoo?
Yeah.
Cap on
Yeah.
Knee shop?
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit.
He's
His
one
name's
of
Kevin
he's
Lewis.
Ian's
Yeah.
like best friend.
Yeah.
He lives in
That's
LA.
who did your tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ian moved
Did
to
you-
LA. Remember, I
Did you get
back
it done
at
in
the
high
beginning?
voltage?
No, he came out
Yeah,
here
he
for a
came out
tattoo
here, yeah.
convention at the Donald D. Stevens Center in
That is
Rosemont.
awesome.
Yeah, he only had so much
That
time,
was,
and he
what, last
knocked
year?
a few out.
Yeah,
Yes.
last year.
Yeah.
But he
I didn't get
promised
to make
he
it to
would
it.
do
He was
mine
there.
if I
He was
wanted
awesome.
one.
He was in the pit.
Yeah.
In the
VI
pit.
pit.
Yeah, Kevin was in Project. What was band
Kevin
he
was
in?
in Project 86. That's the tattoo artist that we're talking
Okay.
about. He was
Yeah.
in Project 86. He's in a new band called Minus
I know.
Knives.
Yep.
Minus knives.
Yeah.
All right.
They're a pretty
We're gonna have to
badass
check
He's a
band.
bass
them out.
player.
Yeah,
He's-
got a good, cool, like Tool feel going on. Not to say that they sound like Tool, but you know, it's definitely
Absolutely.
Yeah,
inspired.
proggy
Yeah.
instrumental.
Badass.
Oh no, they got a vocalist. Yeah,
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah, They're a
Nice.
good band.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome. Well, some announcements to wrap up what's going on within this week and next week from the next time we come back. Tomorrow, there's a couple shows going on. Tomorrow, Old Wounds is going to be playing at the Cobra Lounge with Luca, Chamber, and CU.
Cunt.
No.
Damn
Shut the fuck up.
CU Space Cowboy. Hey.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
SYCS.
Sasscore.
Yeah. So that is happening tomorrow, like I said, Cobra Lounge, 7 p.m., 17 and up in
what'd you say?
Chicago.
Sasscore?
For real,
Sasscore?
that's their
Yeah.
genre tags.
They probably
Sasscore.
sound like the way
Sassco.
Mick Jagger moves
Yeah.
on stage.
Hey.
That's
Sassy?
probably
So they're-
sassy. Yeah.
Sassy.
Sassy music?
Sassy like Mick Jagger.
So we opened up the song, or show, damn it, with Ghost Writers by Fool's Brew. The brand new EP, like I said, comes out this weekend.
Saturday.
So check it out. Make sure
Saturday.
you get it. New machine. The EP is going to be awesome. Central Disorder has a few shows coming up. Make sure you catch them this weekend. November 16th, they're going to be at Livewire Lounge. November 17th at the House Cafe out in DeKalb. And then they'll be playing a few shows in December, but we'll announce that as it gets closer. But Central Disorder is badass, and they just released a CD that you should check out.
Heyo.
Heyo. Guardsman has their CDs in hard copy form, ready
We just
to
got
be
one.
sold. We got one in the mail. Thanks, guys, for sending
How's
us
it
it.
sound?
It is awesome. It is phenomenal.
I didn't open it.
Not
We
yet.
had him on the show. We
Is
listened.
that
to
what
We
we're playing right
did
now?
open it, Luco. We did open it.
Morgan
Make
opened
sure
it.
you pick it up now. The link to where you can purchase it is on their Facebook page. Alethea has a show going on this weekend in West
They got
Dundee.
some new band members.
They do have brand new band members, and they do have a video of them all kind of playing a guitar playthrough on their
sounded pretty fucking good
on their Facebook page.
Pretty fucking good.
Which you should definitely check out because it is pretty fucking good, like Luco said. They're going to be playing at Rock House with Endostalgia, El Famous, and, like I said, Alethea. And Synovial is playing, and they're doing a free ticket giveaway. They are giving away 2 free tickets, and it's November 16th. They said to go to their page, like the post in which you could win the tickets from, tag a friend in the comments, and share the post. The winners are going to be announced Monday, November 12th.
I'm going to like the post and tag you.
That works for me. We probably won't win because we know them.
I was just over there last month.
So Charlie, I will tag Charlie.
And that's not this weekend. I don't know why this weekend.
Charlie
I'm
will
thinking
be
it's
in
the
the pit.
16th and 17th. This is next weekend, guys.
El Famous,
So,
I ran into that
November
guy into a
12th.
bar in Lombard
Kevin?
one time, actually.
Kevin Singleton? Is that who you were
One of
talking
the
about?
Kevins?
One of the Kevins. There's 2 Kevins in that band. Not to confuse you or anything, but there is. Make
2
sure you
Kevins.
buy your tickets from our friends in Winds of Plague. They are going to be opening on November 17th at the Forge for Unearth and Fit for an Autopsy. And Traders is on that show with the Agony Scene. They have tickets for a lot cheaper beforehand, so make sure you support your scene and buy tickets from them.
Hey-o.
Very important. November 17th, also, like I said, Central Disorder is playing a show with, here it is, Beneath the Hollow, Chimera Factory, Bloodletter, Bloody Gulch,
Chimera
and
Factory?
Triguna. Yes. House Cafe, like I said, in DeKalb.
Wait, what
All
were the other
ages.
bands?
Beneath the Hollow.
Beneath the Hollow, we had as one of the Halo
Bloodletter.
Found bands.
No, we didn't, because Beneath the Hollow is local.
All
Bloody
right, never
Gulch,
mind then.
Chimera Factory,
Different
and Triguna.
Triguna.
Triguna. Triguna. I don't know what that means, but yes, Triguna. All right, another thing that I wanted to announce. Dead Awake has a last-minute banger show, November
Banger?
10th. They're playing with Spite at the Forge.
Bangers?
Bangers. They've got tickets for cheap as well, so Dead Awake, buy tickets off of them for that show.
For a banger.
Banger. Pushover has a show for you to put in your books now, November 30th, at the Wheel, which is in South Beloit. They're going to play with Dead Awake, and that's just them for now. And they've got more people to be announced to BA. I wanted to give a shout out. I saw Boy Band Night this past week
my
at
gosh.
Joe's Live in Rosemont. It was fantastic, guys, just so you know.
Frankie Haircut actually Harcut actually. I always call him that. He actually does some filling.
He does
for him,
and I've
for
seen him
them.
play with the hair band.
He does
night.
a
He's
fanta-
awesome.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Their guitarist stood out to me this time. His name is Jason. He goes by Jason Shreds on Instagram, but he was wearing a Queen Diamond shirt from this company called oh damn it, he tagged it.
Oh, damn it.
Damn it, guys.
At the boy band.
At the Boy Band Night. Because we got a shout out on their Instagram because I had to share it because I took a picture of this ridiculous shirt.
That's a cool shirt.
It was a really cool shirt, and I thought that he was a phenomenal guitarist, and I thought it was so funny that he was playing with the Boy Band Night because I know that
Because he did really good
Frankie
widdly,
did.
widdly, wheeze, and widdly, widdly,
And it
woo.
wasn't just that,
many
though.
whittlies.
Probably
It's
better
called
than me.
Unmetal Official. Unmetal is a clothing line. They've got some fantastic merch on their website.
They're like super metal T-shirts for like
Celine Dion and Phil
Britney
Collins and awesome
Spears.
stuff.
Oh, yeah, I've
But
seen those.
Jason was so into playing all these pop songs because he would, as he told me, because I was talking with him through Instagram afterwards, because he gets to like kind of put in these riffs and play these guitar things that don't necessarily exist in the real song, but they let him perform and he gets into it and he does all the moves with them. He's funny. He's good to watch though too because he can really play. He actually plays in a band called Them. He's the guitarist for them. And then he actually plays in the Chicago local band Repentance. And they're going to be playing coming up the pre-show.
Sean Glass's band?
Yes,
Yeah.
the pre-show of Forever Death Fest. And I think that is at Livewire Lounge. They're going to play with our friends at Armored Assault. But check him out and check out the band Them. They are from New York and Germany as well as he's the only one in the Chicago base. And then Repentance is releasing new tracks as we go along. But his name is Marcus Johnson. That's his real name, but he goes by Jason Shreds on Instagram. He gave us a shout out, and so did his metal clothing line for tagging him on
his
Facebook.
metal clothing line?
No, it's the
what he
clothing
was
line that he was wearing when I saw him. It was great. It was funny. He's a really good guitar player, though.
Okay.
Couple more announcements.
Joe's Life Bar is actually really cool.
It is a really good venue.
Yeah.
I like it. Our friends in By the Thousands just got signed to Stay Sick Recordings. That's Franzilla's recording, his label
Those guys are
from
from
Attila.
By
They're
the
from Minnesota. They're awesome. Congratulations to them. Super, super excited. They
metal.
actually have a show coming up now since their announcement of signing. They're going to be playing with Terraform and In Search of Solace at upcoming Cobra Lounge December 13th in Chicago. So check that out. They're going to be on tour already from that
Seriously?
label. Seriously. Awesome. All right. Beneath the Hollow, we talked about that. Her Worst Nightmare has officially released the track listing for their upcoming album that's coming out. So check out some of these track titles. Found in a Pool of Blood, Destination Death, Next Stop Ocean Floor, Nun Fucker, Slaughtered for Her Meat.
What? Fucker. And slaughtered for
That's
her
uncalled
I'm
for.
jealous
Yeah.
of that name, Nun
Yeah.
Fucker. That's great.
Nun Fucker.
Awesome.
So, just some awesome things
Fun
for you to look
knucker.
forward to from the Her Worst Nightmare record. Also, check out our friends in Inner Decay and Sever Viscera.
What
Playing
was
with
that?
Sever Viscera playing with Cannabis Corpse December 10th at Reggie's Rock Club. Our friends in Wraith have a CD called Heed the Warning. They have CDs finally re-released on World War Now Records. They're $5 plus shipping on their Bandcamp. And they said it's the perfect gift for your mother this holiday season. Check that out.
Mom.
Our friends in the Guardsmen and
new CD.
Genotype are in a running for the Happy Headbangers 2018 Independent Band of the Year. We had the link on our Facebook page. Go vote for both of them. You can vote for two. Voting ends November 30th. So check them out. Our friends in Heart of Jordan up in Michigan want to be the Band of the Month for November 2018 for Castle Black Radio's Band of the Month. So go vote for them on fans.vote. And that is also on our Facebook page. And also happening this next coming weekend, Friday, November 16th, Victims is playing with Immortals, I don't know what that is, Reaping Wound, and
do you mean
Deciphering the Zodiac.
You don't know what that
It
means?
looks like Immortals, but it's Immortalis. I don't know what that is.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, 21 and up.
Yay!
And they're playing in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Woo woo. So for those that want a couple shows to go to this weekend, buy tickets off of Quaglia.
You goof.
They're playing with Phineas and like Moss to Flames at Bottom Lounge this coming Friday. I've already got my tickets, so I'll see you there. And then this coming Sunday,
Charlie will be there. He'll be in the pit.
No, I'm not.
and then this Sunday, like we announced at the beginning of the show, our friends in Tonson are playing with our friends in Contra, and they're playing with Black Raven, Ginger, and Devil Driver.
Charlie will be there in the pit.
I will see you there as well.
Loco's going to be there.
I'll be there in the pit with Charlie.
I'm sure you will.
We'll be blast each other's nips.
Keep a lookout for the next episode coming sooner than Tuesday. I'm hoping for Sunday night, maybe Monday morning, posting the episode. I'm going to be interviewing with our writer, John. We're going to be interviewing Nick and Peter, the founders of Forever Death Fest, talking everything, all the details of Forever Death Fest as a bonus episode for the week. And then we'll be back here next Tuesday at Fitz's Bear Keys with our friends in DeVille. They're going to be opening up for Veil of Maya on December 21st at Bottom Lounge, which you can buy tickets or going fast from them, or Alphamus or Victims, who are also playing that show. So we'll be talking with DeVille and getting all hardcore.
Charlie's getting in the pit on that one for sure.
All right. Well, that's what I got. We want to thank Zaius once again for coming out tonight. This
On a
is fucking
school night.
awesome.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, this is awesome.
And it's going to be
Thank
a lot
you.
of fun.
Feel
I'm excited for
privileged. Thank you.
Forever Death Fest and to see you guys
We're
kick
very
ass.
excited too.
Yeah,
December
us
8th.
too.
I can't wait
It's gonna be a good
for
night.
you to say, how are you guys feeling tonight? And I'm going to be like,
I'm feeling so good right
Yeah.
now.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Now he's got to do it.
Hold you to it. I
Yeah.
better hear it back
You
there.
have to bring
too.
it back.
Jeremy's gonna ask, "How the fuck is everyone doing tonight?"
And then he's not going to sing at all.
And I only want to hear one voice, and that's you right there.
How the fuck is everyone doing tonight?
You should just get Luco to come up on stage with you and do that and
Yeah.
pretend he's going to sing.
Yeah.
And
That's a
good idea,
And then,
actually.
I want Steely
but
Thunder.
he's got to drop the mic and then walk off stage.
Yeah.
Cool. Just let the feedback
ain't
of
my
the
mic.
hitting the floor.
He'll just put it down gently and then just walk off.
No,
Yeah,
that's
fuck
perfect
it.
too.
I think it's going to be a Shure mic because Shure is
That's
Oh yeah,
because
that's right.
sponsoring
Yeah,
the
sure.
event.
Peter works
sponsoring
for
it.
sure.
Yeah, fuck that mic. Just drop the shit out.
Just drop it.
I'll
We're
fucking
insured.
chuck it across the
Yeah.
room.
We're
I'm pretty
insured,
sure you
get
could
it?
throw
Yeah.
that thing.
Fuck that mic.
SHURE, pretty sure.
I'll make sure to ask Peter on Sunday if that's okay.
It
If he
won't
can-
be.
That'll be
I know.
cool.
It
As a
won't.
joke.
That mic's
joke.
going right in the trash. They have so much breath on it
Yeah.
from the night of
Lots of spit
yeah.
and breath.
Well, looking forward to Forever Death Fest. Going to be happening December 7th and 8th at the Beat Kitchen in Chicago. Zaius is one of the featured bands December 8th. And in the yearning to see the show, we're going
Yoining?
to listen to another track to get you hyped up for it and leave you with one track that you have to look up because you're going to have to look up Zaius to get more information.
Cool.
So what is the last track you want to feature for tonight?
Colin?
Or Fanaron, one of those.
Probably prefer Colin.
There you go,
All right.
Colin.
Well, here is Colin. If you
Colin's
want to hear
pretty
the
epic.
full album in its entirety, go
The
to
full album in its entirety.
I'm Kind of Drunk.
Still?
Go to
Entertain.
Bandcamp or Facebook or any place else that has Zaius. Just Google it, Zaius Band Chicago.
Google.
Mhm.
Or go to Prosthetic Records.
Or come out to Death Fest.
Or come out
Yeah,
to Forever
definitely
Death
just come out
Fest.
to Death the Forever Death Fest.
We'll play for you.
Yeah, we'll play.
But here it is, the last track that we'll play tonight. Colin by Zaius off of the album of Adoration. See you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Boo-doo-ba-dum-ba-ba-doo.